Hello friends, welcome to the next lecture in engineering drawing. So in this lecture, we will be seeing how to draw the projection of the point in the side view, that is the left side view and the right side view, when the point is located in the third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So before we begin with the procedure, I request you to please subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. Please like our Facebook page, Mechanical Engineering Tutorials. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The links are in the description. So welcome to lecture number 15, the projection of point in the side view part 2. So here in this lecture, we will be seeing how to project the point in the side view when the point is located in third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So here we have an example. A point S is 35 mm below HP and 45 mm behind VP. If the distance of point is 30 mm from RPP and LPP, draw its projections. So here it is given that the point is 35 mm below HP and 45 mm behind VP. That means it lies in third quadrant. Also, it is at an equidistance of 30 mm from the left profile plane and right profile plane. So here I have already done the projection of the point in the front view and top view. So this is the projection of the point in the top view and in the front view. How to draw this front view and top view I have already explained in the lecture. The link for this lecture is coming on top right corner in the I button. So you can refer that lecture to know how to draw the front view and top view for the point which is located in third quadrant. So here we will be drawing now the side views for this particular projection. Now it is said that it is at a distance of 30 mm from RPP and LPP. So I'll draw X1, Y1 line to get LPP. So for third quadrant, the LPP is located towards the right side of the observer and RPP is located towards the left side of the observer. So here I have drawn X1, Y1 line at a distance of 30 mm from this projection of this point. That means the point is at a distance of 30 mm from LPP. Similarly, I have drawn X2, Y2 line, which is at a distance of 30 mm from this projection. That means the point is at a distance of 30 mm from RPP. Now I have got LPP and RPP. The next step is I have to draw the 45-degree line. So to draw the 45-degree line, first we need to locate which is the top view and which is the front view. So as I have explained in the previous lecture, wherever there is a top view of the point, the 45-degree line lies beside that. And wherever there is the front view of that point, the side view of the point lies besides it, either to the right or to the left. So here we will be now drawing the 45-degree line. So you already know the procedure. So I'll just explain you how to draw this 45-degree line. So here set your pro circle or your protractor at the center where the X1, Y1 and XY line joins. So this is that center. So from here, this is 0 degrees. Then this is 10, 20, 30, 40. This is 50. So in between 40 and 50, we will have the 45-degree. So now I shall join this center of XY and X1, Y1 lines intersection to that point located, and this should be again a thin line. So this will be the 45-degree line. So once this 45-degree line is located, just mark the angle. So dimension this as 45. So once this is done, we have to now obtain the side views. So wherever there is the top view that is projected on the 45-degree line. So this top view, yes, I'll project on the 45-degree line, and that line should be parallel to the XY line. So here this is the projection. So wherever it intersects the XY line, from this point it will either go upwards or downwards depending on where the front view of the point lies. Now here the front view of the point is below the top view. So this line will get projected downwards. So here I'll draw the downward projection line parallel to X1, Y1 line. So this is the downward projection of the line. Now from the front view, I'll draw again a horizontal projection line parallel to XY line. So this line intersects this vertical projection line, and here we get the side view of this point denoted as S dash. And for LPP in the third quadrant, on LPP lies the right side view of this point. On the similar lines, we can draw the left side of the point on RPP. So now we will see how to draw the left side view of the. So to draw the left side view of the point which lies on RPP, the 45-degree line is already drawn from the intersection of x2y2 line and the xy line. So the procedure again remains the same. So from this top view, so since this 45-degree line is short, I'll just extend this, making it slightly long. So now from this top view, I'll draw the horizontal projection. So this line will be parallel to the xy line. So from S, I'll draw a horizontal line till it intersects the 45-degree line. Now from this point, there will be a vertical projection of the point. So this again depends where your front view is. In this particular orientation or scenario, the front view of the point is below the top view. So this projection is done downwards, same as what is done for the right side view. Then from S dash, you project a horizontal line parallel to XY line. So wherever this line intersects, you will get S double dash, the left side view of this point, so which lies on RPP. So this is the complete solution. Now we will see the point which lies in fourth quadrant. So here the problem statement is, a point Q is located 35 mm below HP and 45 mm in front of VP. If the point is located at 30 mm from both HP and VP, draw its projections. So here the point Q is located 35 mm below HP and 45 mm in front of VP. This means that this point lies in fourth quadrant. If the point is located at 30 mm from both HP and VP, draw its projections. Again, this point is located at an equidistance from RPP and LPP. So now we shall draw the x1 y1 line and x2 y2 line for intersection of RPP and VP and intersection of LPP and VP. Now for fourth quadrant, the RPP lies towards the right of the observer and LPP lies towards the left of the observer, as in the case of first quadrant. So from this projection at a distance of 30 mm, I shall draw the x2 y2 line. So here the x2 y2 line is drawn. So this is at a distance of 30 mm. From this projection, I have drawn a line which is x2 y2, and thickness of this line should be same as that of the xy line. Similarly, at a distance of 30 mm from this projection, I'll obtain a point to draw the x1 y1 line. So here we have the x1 y1 line. Now this is RPP and this is LPP. So you can say here this is LPP because your VP and HP are below XY line for fourth quadrant, and this is RPP. Now when LPP and RPP are obtained, the next step is to obtain the 45-degree line. So here we have already drawn the 45-degree line. So I'll just dimension this, and this is the 45-degree line. Next, I'll see the top view. So in this case, the top view is below the front view. So a horizontal projection line is drawn till it intersects the 45-degree line. Now once it intersects this point, we have to see where the front view lies. So in this case, the front view is above the top view. So this projection line will go upwards. If this Q dash was below Q, then it would have projected downwards. So now we shall project this upwards. So this is upward projection, and then from the front view we'll have the sideward projection. So wherever this intersects, we will have Q double dash, the side view of this point. On similar lines, we can also draw the right side view. So here you can see how the right side view is drawn. This is how we get the left side view, which is on LPP. So right side view is on RPP for fourth quadrant and left side view is on LPP for fourth quadrant. So again, from the top view, a line is projected till 45-degree line, and from seeing this front view, which is above the top view, a vertical line is projected. Then the front view is projected horizontally, and wherever these two lines intersect, you get the left side view of this point, that is Q dash. So this is about the projection of points in third and fourth quadrant and obtaining their side views. So in the next lectures, we will be seeing few more points where some slight modifications in the data will be done, and the complexity of the problem is slightly higher compared to these problems. So for such problems, please stay tuned with this channel. So please subscribe to our channel and also like and share this video with your friends. Please like our Facebook page, Mechanical Engineering Tutorials, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The links are in the description. Thank you for patient listening. Thank you very much.